Well, it's been a warm and windy day out there, and I think the breezes will be around most of tonight. It may tend to gradually decrease on Friday, but Friday looking mainly dry. There's tiniest chances for a little sprinkle or shower tomorrow, but mostly just looking at dry weather. Any big rain looks to be pretty far north of the valley, mainly north of Corpus Christi. Temperatures, though, could be close to 90 degrees in some areas tomorrow, and even more so this weekend, as the sunshine could be out in full force most of Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Could get at least most of the valley close to 90 degrees or even hotter. And staying warm, it's just not any pushes of cool air coming, so temperatures likely to stay in the upper 80s and some areas in the lower 90s or so for most of the next 7 days. Wind gusts right now, these gusts have all been from the south and southeast and have been pretty constant the last few hours. The gusts still 39 in McAllen, 32 in Raymondville, and 33 even in Rio Grande City, where, you know, some of these days you get the winds kind of strong in the lower valley and they get kind of less and less in Starr County and to the west, but it's windy everywhere today. There's no escaping the wind across the valley. And the breezes being held up on Future Track. You see at 6 p.m. this color shading here still up in about that 20 to 25 mile per hour range with higher gusts. Still around through this evening. Even by midnight, you see it calms it a little bit, but still a pretty good breeze could be blowing around midnight and then through early in the morning. Should start to die off tomorrow morning. And I think tomorrow, not as windy today, but it could be a little breezy, especially in the lower half of the valley. You see by 1 p.m. still showing some breezes in about that 20 mile per hour range or so with some higher gusts in the lower parts of the valley, and then the winds gradually decrease more as the day goes on. And part of the reason for that, there's a little, hesitate to say cold front, there's a little weak boundary coming in tomorrow. It may kill off the wind later in the day. Now, current temperatures are at 83 in Weslaco. That's one of the cooler spots. It's 82 in parts of the lower valley in Raymondville, Port Isabel, and Brownsville, and even 90 in Rio Grande City. Your evening planner temperatures go from about 80 or so at 7 p.m. and then through the 70s this evening. Because of the breeze and the air's also a little more muggy, it's probably not going to drop below 70 in some areas tonight. It should be a kind of a warm and humid night out there, and some clouds are possible late tonight, but most of the evening looks kind of clear to partly cloudy. Satellite radar shows a pretty quiet day across the valley. A couple of clouds popped up. Radar is trying to indicate a couple sprinkles this morning, which may have not hit the ground, but very little, if anything, around. Some clouds over the mountains of Mexico. And you look at Future Track, stays breezy this evening and tonight. Clouds could thicken in the overnight hours, and then tomorrow morning may wake up to some gray skies in parts of the valley, but I think the clouds will kind of gradually get more and more holes in them as the day goes on. There's a little weak, not really much of a cold front, more like a boundary of some dry air coming in from the west. So as that tries to move in, showers could pop up, but mainly north of the valley in the afternoon. You see from about Kennedy County northward, a couple showers are possible. But behind this little boundary, just a little dip in the humidity, which could hit the upper valley. I don't think you'll feel this in Cameron and Wilsey counties, but the humidity may drop in the western valley, and that could actually send temperatures higher into the 90s in Starr County tomorrow. As this front kind of falls apart, it just opens the door for more hot and humid weather by Saturday afternoon. We're looking for sunshine. Temperatures could be back above 90 in most of the valley for Saturday and maybe even close to that on Sunday. So first 1570 forecast, there's not a lot of cool air in this one. Highs around 87 tomorrow, 92 though on Saturday. I think Saturday has a chance to heat up, especially over Hidalgo and Starr counties, but everyone at least probably in the upper 80s there, except for right at the coast. Sunday looks breezy and warm too, with temperatures in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. Monday, more sun and still upper 80s near 90 degrees. Tuesday about the same. Wednesday, there's another disturbance passing by. Might be close enough for a small chance of a shower or a thunderstorm, but the best chance of rain stays north of the valley again. So if you're headed north of the valley, watch out for Wednesday. It could be stormy to our north, and then it doesn't cool off much behind that. So not much cool air. You know, we're in the spring here, a few days in the spring, but it's not. It almost looks like we're toward summer almost.